Hi, in this slab and joist tool overview for beginners, I will show you how you can create parametric slabs and joists, which means that you can edit them at any time without ever having to redraw them. You can draw slab and joists in various ways, and the first option that I will show you is how with Plusspec you can automatically generate slabs and joists from your walls, as long as your walls form an enclosed loop. For your walls to form an enclosed loop, each corner needs to have the miter symbol. The miter symbol does not actually mean that your walls will be constructed with a miter. It simply shows you that in Plusspec they're recognized as being joined. To automatically generate a slab or joist, just right click on a wall, hover over generate and select floor face from walls. You can now decide whether or not you want to draw a slab or a joist, and let's start with a slab. In the slab tool, you can decide whether or not you want to show a footing only, or if not, you can assign the thickness to your slab, and you can assign the attributes to your concrete, pier and beam footing. This also includes the recess width and depth for your step downs, and of course your materials. And when you're happy, press submit. Now when you draw your slab, you'll notice that the face has been left there, so just delete it. And you can see the step down has been allowed for. You can create joists in the exact same way, except this time you're going to select the joist tool. In the joist tool, you can decide whether or not you want to include a floor, whether or not you want to draw the joist below face or above the face, and in this instance I want it below the face, as well as your joist and bearer options, materials and so forth. And when you're happy, press submit. Now unlike the slab, this time you need to choose the direction that you want to span your joist, and to do so, left click anywhere on the face, and then if you want to span it to the right, to the red axis, then do so, and if you want to span it to the green, then you can do so also. Now when you're ready to assign it, just left click. As per the slab, just ensure that you delete the face that was used to generate it in the first instance. Now slabs and joists are parametric, so that means you can edit them at any time. Simply right click it and then edit it. Manipulate it in any way that you want and then press submit. Now with the joist you're going to have to respan it, and I'll show you the other way. You can draw your slabs and joists separate to walls. In fact, with the slab you can go straight into the slab, press submit and then just left click to start drawing. If you know your exact dimensions, type them in. Make sure you stay on the red and green axes, and when you enclose it, you've created your slab. You can also draw slabs and joists using the SketchUp tools via the rectangle and line tool, and simply draw your shape. Make sure you stay on the red and green axes, and when you enclose it, you'll see that you've created the face, which is similar to what we created over in the auto generate. And here you're going to do it in the exact same way as we did over there, by clicking on the slab tool and then pressing submit, or by clicking on the joist tool. Drawing walls over slabs and joists is easy, and you can even allow for the external step down. And then simply trace the perimeter. It's important to note that if you move a wall, that the slab or joist will not move with it. And that really highlights the power of the auto generate, because you're able to quickly just delete it and then regenerate it. And as you can see, it only takes a few moments. In fact, it's probably quicker than if you were to try and redefine it in the first instance. Joists need to be created using a face. So let's delete this one and redo it. Now before we actually create the joist, it's important to note that we're generating the face from the frame or from the internal leaf of your wall. But you don't have to do this. In fact, you can just left click on one of the lines and then move them to realign them in any way that you like. You can also split your faces by using the line tool and just enclosing them. Now you can see these have created two separate pieces, and this is great for joists if you want to span them in different ways. As you can see, you are not constrained with Plusspec. You can use the amazing Auto Generate from Walls option to create slabs and joists, or you can simply draw them manually and add your walls later.